Gotta say, I got this book because of the cover. I just liked the baby, right? Him holding the baby and going through the town. So it was the cover. That was the reason why I got it. Plus, it was saying that this is the first full appearance of his clone. And I have to say though that the writer Saladin Ahmed and then the artist here also, Carmen Carnero. Very, very nice work, man. I'm very impressed with this book. And these are two creators in Ahmed and Carnero that nobody really knows. I didn't really know them till I picked this book up. And I haven't picked any of these issues up either. Like I said, I only like the cover, but I'm glad I found it because I thoroughly enjoyed this story. Pretty good story. This isn't the best book of the bunch though. There's another one that says Outlawed here, and they have the birthday variant. I don't know if this book is gonna go anywhere. I don't think I'm going after the other two, but I did get 7 of these just to put away and see what happens. Got this in today though. Oh, I gotta show you guys other books that I got. I picked these up from Midtown, which is picked these babies up from Midtown Comics, and this is pretty ironic too, because I know what's in this box. There's gonna be quite a few of Something's Killing the Children in this box, and picked up 10 of these because I hadn't picked up the first printings yet. That's the only reason why I picked these up. And I think that they either bought a collection that had these, or they bought like a warehouse find or something. But Midtown got a whole bunch of these. So I bought 10, and they all look in pretty nice shape. And this book is starting to get hot. You know, I'm talking about the series itself. It's really, really hot right now. It's gonna get hotter. You know, it's gonna get much better than what it is. Cause this is probably about the 100th time that I talk about this character, Erica Slaughter. She is going to be something special, in my opinion. But anyway, get the gist. I got 10 of these. They're so good looking that I am going to send them in pre-screen, all 10 of them. See how many come back as 9/8. And time to open this baby up. I did look at the grades already. Remember, this is a pre-screen. So everything that I take out in a slab is going to be 9.8 already. And let's start opening it. Voila. All right. That's a lot of 9.8s, guys. It actually, out of the 25, 21 came out as 9.8s. So we're going to start with the back here. Some of these are just, and most of these really are books that I'm just going to hold. So the majority of these will not get sold. So this is coffin bound. This was limited to 500 print, if I remember correctly. And this was the coffin bound variant by Comic Kingdom of Canada. And that is one beautiful cover. And that's what got me to it. I talked about this book before. You're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it, and I don't believe it's done that well since it came out. But I always thought that this had like a little bit of a Mad Max kind of feel for it, and I liked the way that the character looked. But I sent 4 of these out and see how many came back. I actually don't remember how many came back. Say the truth, I only looked at a few of these. I didn't look at all of them. This is a book that I've talked about before, and so lucky that you know, I actually did this because I wanted to have more covers in 9.8. A lot of Newton rings on these. There was a subscriber that gave me an idea. He said that worked on his books for getting these Newton rings out, and I'm gonna try it, and if it works, I'll put it out. I'll put it out if it works. And what he was talking about is to put suction cups on the book and slightly pull it back a little bit. You have to be careful you don't break the slab, but we're gonna try that out and see how that works. But look at this slab, man. I mean, look at this. Like, forget about the Newton rings. Just look at this cover. That is one beautiful, beautiful cover of my favorite Green Lantern. This was Perillo. And every now and then, you know, I look at Perillo's work. Right now, he does a lot of I wouldn't say naked ladies, but he does a lot of work with provocative ladies on covers. But for me, you don't even have to do that, man. Stick to stuff like this, and I'm in for that. You know, this book you could probably get in the 9.8 for about $50 or less. And if you're a fan of Jessica Cruz, I would definitely go for that. Okay, let's go to the next one. Alright, Something's Killing the Kids. Yes, I ended up getting another one of these. I think this is my 9th of the blood cover. This is only limited to 300 issues. Only 300 in the world, and I happen to have now, I believe, 9 of them. I believe, I'm almost positive it's 9. 9.8, baby. Now, this one hasn't taken off as much as the foil cover has. Foil cover is going crazy. But they're both limited to 300. And this was a Comics and Oddities edition. And this was the most limited. This one and the foil is the most limited cover of Something's Killing the Children #1, as opposed to, say, a cover like this. And then that's actually the reason why I didn't go after this one in the first place, is because there's 33,648 printed of this particular issue. This is the cover A, first print, whereas there's only 300 of these. So I went after that hard, and but you know, first prints are they're always gonna hold, like, in many cases they hold the most value. This title is way too young right now to really say which one's the one that's gonna hit the most. This book only came out in 2019. We've only got a year in this book, you know. So it's still in its infancies, and it's already going nuts. All right, here we go. Yeah, baby. Only 500 printed on this one. Like, this is how things go, right? So that one right there, limited to 300 issues, only going for, in auctions, and we're talking about in auctions, roughly, one just went, I believe, went on eBay for around $223. I believe it closed at. I was bidding on that, and I missed the ending of the auction, so I probably would have gotten it, because I think it sold for way too little. Like, I'm almost positive it was $223. Whereas this one in auction it's commanding like close to $500. It might even be commanding more, but and this one's limited to 500. So 300 of these, only 500 of these. But this one is the New York Comic Con edition. They had two different ones for New York Comic Con. They called this one the Virgin. The other one is a red cover. It looks just like this. This was originally my favorite cover of all of them. This is a Jay Lee cover. I'm sending one to CBCS that's signed by Jay Lee to get graded. I actually just sent it today. But this is a beautiful cover, gorgeous cover. I love the black or white background on it, and I'm very curious to find out which one is gonna be the most coveted when this is all said and done. It's probably gonna be a few years before that happens, though, and I will not be selling any of these. Yeah, okay. So this one is the unlocked variant. This is the regular variant that came out with the cover A, right? So this one's not actually going for that much, and probably because there's a lot more of these variants than there are of those variants, right? But this one's not commanding as much. Probably I'm gonna say I've seen this go for under $100 sometimes. Most of the time, though, it will go for around $150. I have seen it go for more, and that's because the market is not really sure what to do with this character just yet. They want her. They want to get copies of Erica Slaughter. Market is thirsty for it because they see what's coming. They see what's coming, but I don't know. I don't know what it's going. I think it's going to take a game or maybe the series coming out, and it has to be a good series for them to find out which books are going to dictate the best prices. As you know, all of these are going to be 9.8s. Now this one is the third printing. I decided to get a bunch of printings and send them out. Not, in today's environment, not a bad idea to get multiple printings, especially if you get them at good prices like I have. All right, this one, the only reason I got this book was because of Thorough. Thorough was talking about this book. I had seen this book. I had never been I had never really wanted to get this book. Let me put it like that. All right, because I always thought that this guy looked like a mix of Spider-Man and Spawn, right? But it is a collaboration between McFarlane and Kirkman, two of the biggest creators, modern creators, around. And bought this on eBay. Comes back pre-screen 9.8. I can't say that I'm not happy with that. That's the gold foil edition, and I only got this for what, $20 or something like that. It's, if I decide to sell it, I'm gonna hold it though. But if I decide to sell it, I'll sell it. And Thorough, like I said before, I've said it before, the guy has become quite an influencer, and he influenced me on that decision and a couple others too. Got another coffin bound, 1 in 500. That will only be worth something if the character gets picked up for a series or a movie or something like that, and then it gets the character known. But I bought 4 and I sent all 4 of them in, and I don't remember if all of them, I think all of them came in with a 9.8. This is a very nice one to get in, a 9.8. This is the actual first appearance of Jessica Cruz, but you could only see her in one panel, so they call this a cameo. First appearance of Jessica Cruz in one panel. There it is, one panel, face not revealed. And this is the combo pack, so it's a rare edition. They do have, okay, this is the one that I'm almost positive there's a 1 in 100 sketch. Almost positive on that. I should have checked up on that before I made this video, but almost positive this one has the 1 in 100 sketch. The that's probably rarer than this one is, but this one's still nice to have in a combo pack in a 9.8. And I want to have Green Lantern 20, Justice League 30, and Justice League 31. I have 31 in a combo pack in a 9.2. I have 30 as well. I think that was, they came out what, 9.4 if you guys remember correctly. Yeah, all right, so all four of these hit. All four of these hit in a 9.8, and those are going to be long-term holds for me. They may not never hit. They may not ever hit, but here's another Psycho list. I bought 10 of these. I gave one away to a seller here on eBay that I love, and it's worth nothing. This book is worth nothing right now, but I sent a couple more of these to see if I can get 9.8s on. This is, of course, Kevin Graveau. This is a Kevin Graveau book, and Jonathan Lau, right? And that's the same guy that made this book right here, guys. Same guy that created this book right here made that book right there. And that's the only reason why I went after that book, was because of Kevin Graveau. Quite honest, the only reason. And I have all the issues. I ended up liking the story, you know. So, okay. And here we go. We got another one. So this is another 9.8 by Mr. Kevin Graveau. This is very nice surprise. Well, like I said, it's not worth too much. One of the things, though, that I I'm really excited about for Kevin Graveau is that, you know, he has the intellectual property for this. So he's got the IP for this character. So if that character ever takes off, then Kevin Graveau makes out, you know, because that is a Black Box Comics issue, and they grant the creators the IPs. So Something's Killing the Children. This one is the 4th printing. Another book that I got for what, $10 or $15 maybe shipping, and getting that in a 9.8 in today's age, not a bad thing. All of them long-term holds. Let's get to the next one. Oh, okay. These I did check. Okay, these I did check. I bought 4. I said I needed 3 of them to come back in 9.8, and I ended up getting, according to what I saw, getting all 4 in 9.8. All of them were beautiful, and man, what, you know, I'm not a fan of the character. I've said it before. I'm getting these now so you guys can see them. So that's 3, and this will be the 4th. Actually, not a bad back cover. Look at that. It's the Cuber School. Nice little ad for the Cuber School of Art. Nice little ad for that. Let's look at this book. Alright, so James Tynion has said that he's going to make this character very prominent in Batman, and it's looking like he's keeping his word. She's coming out with her own series, or at least maybe it might be a limited series. I know she's got a one-shot coming right now, but with her origin, I'm going to get that too, but not for investment purposes. I just want to read it. But the 3 books that she's going to have that are going to be sought after is, of course, Batman 89 and Hell Arisen #3, and this one, right? Because this one is technically considered her first full appearance. I think the cameo is definitely in Batman 89, Some people call it a cameo in Hell Arisen. Some people call it a first appearance. But all these three books are going to be the highest one. Probably Hell Arisen 3 will probably be the highest book of her. And then of course they have the sketch cover that was the retailer incentive. It looks like it was one per retailer that just came out. That one's really expensive. Not going after that. But these I'm probably going to be keeping one, and definitely I will be selling 3 without a doubt. But I don't want to miss out on this character, even though I'm not a fan, at least not yet. So I'm going to keep one just in case. Just in case. Oh, this right here. So I sent two books, Ultimate Comics. These are the Italian versions, Italian edition. So it's Ultimate Comics number 10 in Italy. For us, it was Ultimate Fallout. I don't know why they call it Ultimate Comics here. Oh, that's why, because over here it says Ultimate Comics 10. Alright, but for us it was Ultimate Fallout number 3 and Ultimate Fallout number 4. So this one right here did make it to the 9.8. Not bad to have that. That was an extra that I got with when I bought the Ultimate Fallout 4 of the Italian edition, which ends up being Ultimate Comics number 11. All right, so this is a nice little surprise too. This one is also a Perillo cover, if I'm not mistaken. I'm almost positive this is a Perillo cover. Perillo's a great artist, man. He really is. And when I say that he does provocative, it's not like he's doing, you know, he works around with all different types of art, but you know, this is really, really nice. You have to give the man, pay the man respect for his artwork. And this was a Generation. Was this a Generation? No, it's not. No, I thought this was Generations. KRS Comics Version Edition. Saber. Yeah, it is Generations. It's right there. Generations, all new Wolverine. Nice presentation in the back by KRS. KRS does do a lot of good books. A lot of good variants for Generations. And then here's the last one, I believe. I'll double check again. And this is Thanos Quest. This ended up being a second printing, though. I didn't want to look at it inside, but ended up being a second printing. Still at a 9.8 for Thanos Quest. Not too bad. Any 9.8 I think is going to be good. We're going to take a look at the books that didn't make the list. Alright, so here's the books that didn't make it. One of my Justice League Odysseys number 10. I do have multiple 9.8s on that though, and I only get banged with $5 on that for the miss. So add $5 to the other one, and that's what you get. You know, take the loss on that. Another cycle list. You know, I could have sworn there was no defects on these cycle lists, but I said it's not. Could have been a fingerprint. This might have been the one that I read and might have left a fingerprint on it. This one's this one kind of hurts because I thought this one was a 9.8. I do have multiple 9.8s in older slabs of this Whole Future Imperfect first Maestro. That one didn't make it, and this is the one that hurts the most, but I'm going to try to get this one in the 9.8. I'm sending this one in. This one will be sent in to get pressed, and that's going to be sent in tomorrow because I'm preparing a batch tonight. Right after this video, I'll put up a video of that batch. This one's going to be going into that batch. This one will be pressed and cleaned by CCS, and hopefully that comes back as a 9.8. And this is the Italian version of Ultimate Fallout number 4. It's Ultimate Comics number 11. I do have another one in another pre-screen that I hope I get. That one comes back as a 9.8. So this is the 25 books. Now we'll do the numbers. All right, the all important numbers. All right, so here's the numbers. All right, so CGC charged me $460 total cost for CGC grading. That includes shipping to me. Now, when I first printed this out, the CGC total cost would have been $508. But that is assuming that all 25 books came back at 9.8. Only 21 came back, which is a pretty nice percentage, 21 out of 25. I will take that every single submission. So that comes out, I paid, this is how much I paid shipping to them, $39.50 shipping to CGC. It's the most that I've paid for as little books as I sent. It was 26 books, because I sent the Fantastic 448 with that box, the one that was restored. And that one I don't expect back for another few months. But I am assuming cost for this package at $30. I will assume the other $9.50 on the Fantastic 448 when that comes in, which is going to be more loss on that book. But anyway, so $460 plus $30 is $490. Divided by 21 comes out to a total of $23.33 per book total cost to have these graded, because I'm assuming the $5 loss on the 4 books at the total price of each graded book. This way I start the other books that were not graded and I receive $5 loss on. It's like, you know, I'm taking the $5 loss on the 21 lot here. All right, so but it's $23.33. Now, why is it worth it to pre-screen? This is a 50 book lot that I sent. You guys saw all of these. Some of these had books that were already slabbed by CGC, and oh my God, remember these? These were the 238s. 238s that were all 9.6s, and the DC Comics Presents 26 in a 9.6. 4 out of the 5 came back at 9.8s. Oh my God, that was a great day. That was a great day. Still have all those 4 books, and we'll keep having them, by the way. All right, those are in the PC. All right, but here it is, right? So the reason you pre-screen, now I couldn't there's no way I could have pre-screened all of these, all right, because they weren't in pre-screen. They weren't. I don't think they were all like 9.8s, let's say, right? And some of these were already graded, but the total cost with pressing and my shipping to them, $32.14 was the total cost for that. That's pressing, modern tier, pressing and grading, versus $23.33. So that's almost $9 right there. Now this one is because I sent 50 of them, so my cost to ship to them actually lowered. So but that's not bad, man. $23.33 for total cost. Not bad, you know, because if you're adding $12 per book, I mean, minus certain other fees, right? Minus the $5 or whatever, it would have been close to $33. It would have been like probably more than $33 if I would have had them pressed and cleaned. But that's it, guys. That's the that's this submission. I'll make another video for the submission, the next submission that's going to CGC, and that's going to contain 10 more blue marbles, the 10 that I thought looked really good, and some other pre-screens. I'm going to put 2 submissions in one box. All right.